tuning in to a lot here for I'm not froze. You can hear me if not froze. Okay. Hopefully we're unfrozen now. Sorry about that, guys. Thank you for joining us tonight for Folk live stream. A couple of things before we get started. We are doing a giveaway for tonight. As you saw advertised, we're giving away a free Folks Big Back Shag Glide bait and a color will be Bone Shad, the color we have here, the classic release color we did. And then the winner will get to pick between a gray snapback with the Folks Custom Cranks logo, flat bill, or a black Folks Custom Cranks flat bill. So all you have to do and the glide in the hat is just comment glide. So whatever platform you're on, just comment glide and we will get you put in on the giveaway, and around 8:30, 8:45 we'll draw a winner. If you're sticking around, the winner will get to pick between the black and gray hat. So all you have to do is comment glide, and that's it for today's giveaway. So also want to note the winner will also get a couple decals. Of course, we like to send out some decals with every order. So there's the Folks drip logo, and then just in today, just as a sample, couple of these, couple funny stickers. So whoever wins will get a pretty funny sticker. If you guys like this, we can definitely get more of these made. Just kind of a little dirty sticker, if you will, but I think it's funny. I'm gonna put one on my little boat. So yeah, the winner will receive a Big Back Shad Glide in the Bone Shad. Got the orange belly, bone sides, and then pearl scale over some black detail with the black back. These are available on the website right now. To help you guys out, since we're doing a live stream talking about glide bait fishing and stuff, these are on sale on our website. Normally they're $25, two for 50, but right now, we'll do it. We'll post this video tonight. We'll do the sale through just say a week. They'll be $20 for the week. So all you have to do is hit right here, this QR code, or go to folkscustomcranks.com down there below. Go to the Big Back Shad Glide, and instead of being $25, it is $20 for the time being. So we can talk about the bait specs on this, and then I'll kind of get into my setup, where I throw it, how I throw it. I'm definitely not the world's best glide bait fisherman. If you want to talk swim baits and glide baits and all of that, Mike Buca is, he's the kingpin when it comes to that. So he's when it comes to glide bait fishing, he's on top. I'm nowhere close to him, so take everything I tell you with a grain of salt. This what I'm going to tell you works for me. May not work everywhere, might not work for you, but just trying to help you guys some more info on these and catch some more fish. So this bait here, the Big Back Shad Glide, it's 7.4 inches. Sorry, no, 7 inches, 2.4 ounces. I always say 7.4. It has the elastomer tail, which actually is the same as like the Koiki style baits. It's super durable, but you get 2 extra tails with the one already in the bait. So we always like to hook guys up. I know sometimes you have issues with glide baits after you catch so many fish on them or whatever. So you open this up, we got some extra tails in there for you. There's just a better look at the bone shad killer. So coming in at 7 inches, 2.4 ounces. Got some size 1 treble hooks on there. I have it as a slow sink. It almost suspends, honestly, just the way it comes stock, like with no additional weight. Perfect for fishing really slow. If you want to fish it a little bit faster, if you fish this too fast because it is so slow of a fall, you're going to have to weigh it down a little bit. But for me, the way I fish it, twitching it, either with the rod or with the reel handle, it works perfect for that chop style glide, which is more of a chop style. Everyone kind of has, their preference, whether it's an S style, a very slow, which you can get this bait to do that, or what I prefer is the walk the dog, the chop, the real hard left to right, and then I was playing around with it earlier today as I was chopping it, and then if you give it slack at the end of a chop, it'll actually just kind of keep gliding. So it's pretty cool, pretty unique, in between action there where you can get it to chop, and then if you give it just a little bit of slack, it'll kind of drift off and walk the dog, which to me, that's when I get bit on a glide bait or a swim bait or whatever. I'll use them interchangeably because, I call them the same. But it's usually doing it in that chop style, walk the dog action. For us right now, the fish are up. I wouldn't say it's full blown spawn. It's all around the spawn. The water is 62 degrees in our small lakes. So same time, I've been telling everyone about the COVID critter, the koiki style, like throwing it like a floating worm or a fluke. Well, kind of fishing it pretty similar right now. Of course, you can fish this deeper. You can live scope this. You can fish it deeper to where you're not seeing it. But same kind of thing for me right now. This time of year is all about sight fishing. I'm wanting to fish shallow. I'm wanting to fish fast, fishing on the bank. So I'm basically sight fishing this glide. Just like a fluke or a floating worm. If you guys twitch around that style of bait during the spawn, we throw a fluke a lot. So I just refer to fluking. But throwing this thing around, this time of year, there's lots of fish shallow. It's definitely, I mean, everyone thinks a glide is a big fish bait, which it definitely is, but I can't tell you how many 10 to 12 inchers I caught today. I even caught a crappie today, just trying to spawn with it. I don't know what it was doing, but the crappie was the size of the bait. So who knows what it was doing, but it catches fish of all sizes. Uh, Let's see. We'll cover that. Show you some other colors we have. If you want to see the full color list, go to folkscustomcranks.com. The link is right there, the QR code, and then we also have it going down on the ticker. If you're just joining in, comment glide to get in on a free glide and a free hat. We'll draw at the end. Throw it on it. Here's my, is this bone purple? Yeah, this is my bone purple color. I do have a bone orange, my bone blue flash. How I can tell the difference is because, I'm colorblind. I can't see if it's blue or purple hue over it. Is the purple one has the chartreuse on the belly, and then the bone blue flash color has the orange on the nose. So that's how I can tell when I ship them to you guys if it's a bone blue flash or a purple pearl one. So Kendall just asked, how do you enter the giveaway? Oh, okay. So yeah, just in case anyone's just joining in, how you enter the giveaway is you just comment glide. We are giving away a bone shad, uh, big back shad, and then your choice, the winner will get to pick between black or gray flat bill hat. So we're gonna draw that at the end at around 8:30, 8:45. So all you got to do is comment glide, and you're in. We just have a draw bucket going over here. Last color I have on my desk, I do have, I think, 9 or 10 colors on the website, is the bumblebee color. I thought this is kind of a cool color. Right now, this time of year, if you have some dirty water, it's really nice to have this high contrast with the bone belly orange chartreuse. So it's got all the right colors on it for pre-spawn or dirty water. Not normally times you would think to throw glide baits dirty water, but if you have a pretty bright color one, this is a great option to throw. Put those to the side. So, kind of covered the basics of that bait. Like I said, comes with the tails, comes with the BKK hooks, ready to roll. They are on sale on the website right now, from 25 down to $20. So all you have to do is click that link. We'll kind of get into my setup now. Like I said, not the world's best glide bait fisherman. This isn't even a glide bait rod, probably, for most people. This is like a soft swim bait pole. This one I like. I like the brand and everything. This is a Cashin. Let's pull it up. 7'8", moderate fast, medium heavy, 12 to 50 pound line, half ounce to 3 ounce. So this is probably on the low end, like small end of a glide bait pole. But when I was just at a fishing expo, like I always am, and have become great friends with the guys over at Cash. And I was just telling them, hey, I want a swim bait rod, but I don't want a pull cue because anytime you buy a swim bait pole from a company labeled as a swim bait rod, it ends up to me feeling like a pull cue where there's just, I mean, it's just as stiff and heavy and there's no bend to it whatsoever. But this one being moderate has a little bit more tip to it. I really like it for throwing, this glide bait, the big back shad. I really like this for A rigs, just your heavy duty baits. Now, if you live down south where you're going to be boat flipping 6 to 7 pounders, you're probably going to be throwing, your pull cue rod. But for us up north, biggest fish slipped on this pole is a 4 to 5 pound smallmouth. So this works perfect for me. With that tip being a little bit moderate, you're not just ripping the hooks out of the fish's face, whether it be on a glide bait or on a rig, that kind of deal. So really like this rod. Everyone has their personal preference. My opinion, for if you're getting into glide bait fishing is unless you're fishing Rayburn or somewhere in Texas, Alabama, where you're going to be around really big fish, is you can throw this on your flipping pole, honestly. Like, well, for me, a flipping pole is even lighter than what everyone throws it on. But like, you can get away throwing this on a 7.6 heavy with whatever your flipping line is, 15 or 20 pound fluorocarbon. This is actually 15 pound on here because I didn't have any 20 when I spooled up this setup. So, uh, I've been having no issues throwing this on 15 pound test. I haven't broke it off. Now when we get up to Erie, I don't think I'm going to be boat flipping fives on 15 pound test. But that being said, I haven't had any issues with this at all. Have an old school reel on there. Have an old. That's actually not a Corrado. There's a Chronarch. Pretty similar to the Corrado though. Uh, anytime you're throwing this heavy of a setup, like this rod's not the world's lightest rod. And typically with a swim bait or a glide bait setup, they're never going to be a super light rod just because they're almost 8 foot and going to be your heavy action. So to me, when you have a not so light rod, you don't want the world's lightest reel to put on it just for balance stuff. And these reels are as solid as they come. Everyone loves these reels. Just the biggest complaint in 2026 about them the last 10 years is they're too heavy. But when you pair it with a bigger setup, it is. I feel like this is just paired well. And I see a comment just while we're talking here. Corey says he can smell the. I do because we got a few left. The ones that we haven't shipped out yet. Of course, we don't have it on the website, but I got some personal ones in here, and then a couple of them. So they're definitely they're stinking pretty good. Um, Gear ratio wise, this is a 6 to 1, 6-3 to 1, whatever. You can throw it on a five, but I think most glide bait fishermen, because it's more torque and not speed, are going to throw it on a little bit lower geared ratio reel. And you can see I have an upgraded handle on this, so the way I fish the big back shad glide, like I was telling you earlier, with like the chop action, is you can fish it two different ways. How I've done it, you can just twitch it with your pole, like I was talking earlier, like a mini fluke, like a fluke, like a worm. You can work it with your pole. The only issue I've had when I work it with the pole, like just twitching it, is I've noticed I overwork it, and if you overwork this bait instead of doing the smooth, chop back and forth, walk the dog, it'll actually like roll or almost just spin on its side. And that's if you overwork it, like if you pull it too hard. So what I started doing this year was just working it with the reel handle. I was just giving it real chops, literally just let me see if I can get some slack here, show you guys how I was working it. So I was just try not to cause a disaster. So when I was working it, I was just like that, just one turn of the handle, real hard, real just fast like that. And then as soon as I do that, I just give the rod just a hair bit of slack, and that gets it to keep on just veering off from that chop. Just keep going like that. So again, how I work this, not saying a straight retrieve doesn't work. It's caught a lot of fish for everyone, but I'm just, have my bait, let it cast it, let it sink to whatever depth. This time of year, it's sinking right to the, right under the surface. I'm working it, and then as soon as I want to work it, just chop, chop, and now I'm snagging on my tablecloth. So, real simple. Like I said, you can twitch it with your pole. It does the exact same thing when you're reeling it like that with your reel, but honestly doing it with the reel is way more consistent. I haven't like overworked it. I haven't made the bait like roll on its side working it like that. To me, that's the way I've been doing it this year, and have felt like it's the best way to do it. But by all means, if you guys have been doing it, fishing a glide bait a certain way, don't change it just because I said to. You can just whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you're confident with. If you're getting new into glide bait fishing, by all means, you can try my method. But if you want to really get into in-depth details of glide bait fishing and everything, Mike Buka is a great resource. He's a great friend of ours. We travel a lot, do a lot of shows with him and everything. So we haven't seen him in a couple weeks now that we're home from the road and everything. But every time I'm throwing this bait, I do in my mind thinking, what would Mike do? What would Mike do? So, uh, you know, glad to be able to call Mr. Buka a friend of ours. Uh, if you guys have this, we're talking about glide baits this video, but that doesn't mean you just have to ask a glide bait question. So, if you ever have any questions, feel free videos or whatever. Outside of the setup, I think that covers it. Like I said, you can get away. I've thrown this exact bait before on my flipping pole, which is a 7.6 heavy with 20-pound fluorocarbon. 20 pounds what I would prefer to have on here, but the 15 has not had any issue whatsoever. You can see this bait's been getting chewed up a little bit. It's just now getting worn in. I kind of like baits when they start to get a little hook rash and start to get a little beat up. Some guys will, buy this bait for me, and then once it gets to this point, they're like, "Oh, it's done." And I get that. And, if you have a problem with it getting a custom painted bait, getting to beat up like this, I'll happily replace it. But to me, jerk baits, crank baits, glide bait, whatever it is, any hard bait, as soon as you start getting a little bit of hook rash on there and it's just starting to lose its shine, this bait's just now getting broken in. So we'll put that right back there. And if anyone is just joining in, I know I've repeated it a few times, but we are doing a giveaway. All you have to do is comment glide, and you are entered to win a Fulks Big Back Shad. Oh, that's not the right one. Big Back Shad in the Bone Shad, the classic release color. And you're going to win a choice of color in the black or gray flat bill. So all you have to do is comment glide. Now, if everything works on my end, what I'm going to try to do is share my screen and show you guys the swim video of that glide bait right there that I didn't take. We had some friends of ours in South Carolina's take. He's credited in the video and everything. So I'm going to try to switch over to my YouTube here and share the screen. Hopefully everything works. If we glitch out, please just bear with us and everything. Saw that. Right before we switch, Matt says he caught 4 on our wart tonight. Heck yeah, glad to hear it. Where were you fishing, Matt? And was it a pre-wrap? Was it a new one? Just fill us in what color if you don't mind sharing. So glad to hear that. Love getting fish, getting caught our baits and everything. So thank you for sharing. And let's see, we're going to try now and switch over to show you guys this video. And I'm not on the screen. Just, let's see, bear with me, guys. Hopefully this is working. You can find this video on our website and on our Facebook as well. I don't think you'll have audio, but there's really no audio in this. This is just mainly a swim video to show you guys the underwater action. That's kind of the action I'm talking about right there, the chopping it back and forth. Uh, Preferably, that's what I like to do. Guys can cast and wind this in. You'll see that in this video as well. But uh, for me, the best action, the best way to produce bites is right here. You can see I'm saying twitch the rod like a walk the dog, but a little bit slower. You can fish it fast, of course, but going through some of my colors. And you can see in that right there, the bait, whenever you stop it, or chop it, it will turn 180 degrees completely, which is kind of cool. We did release these at the Bassmaster Classic for, where they're available now. We'll have a lot more colors coming out on these as well. I just got to get back to painting more. These are all just stuff we had at the Classic, so you can see price is $30, but we are running the sale for you guys for $20 for the week. There's kind of the overhead shot. And it was Andrew Blair and Alan Docklock who helped us get that video, so want to give them a shout out as well. So, underwater underwater swim video when we're at the shows. Uh, that everyone's like, hey, do you have a video of it, of the action and everything? So it is on our YouTube. It's it's on the link is on our website as well, on the product page for the big back shad glide. So Lewis asked if we painted those. Yep, I did. Actually, well, I just got a shower recently, but I wasn't painting these last night, but I was painting last night, so still got airbrush paint on me and everything. Have any other questions? Brian Fulks, nice last name, said he just bought his first baits. Can't wait to try them out. Thank you for your purchase, Brian. I shipped those out actually today, so should be getting them in a couple days. And like I said, with everyone else, if you ever have any issues, any cost questions or anything, please feel free to reach out. I'm always here to help. Um, we can actually try one more thing here. Since the screen sharing work, it never glitched out. Uh, Sorry guys, I'm not a streamer by any means. We're gonna switch back over to the stream. Okay, and then here is on the website, the listing for it. All you got to do is go to shop, go to FC Series Baits or All Baits, and it's the Big Back Shad Glide. You can see it was 25, now it's 20 bucks. This is just an easier way to show you guys all the colors we have available, since it doesn't show as great on the camera there. Faded Chartreuse in blue, kind of my favorite on everything. Haven't done this yet, but whenever we get to be largemouth fishing up in Erie, I'll definitely be throwing that boy around, and that's my Erie color for when it comes to largemouth. So definitely be getting some footage of that. Here's the Pro Blue back color, kind of like a Pro Blue. It's got the orange belly, uh, clear water, herring lakes. Guys have really liked that color. There's the Bone Purple Pearl, has the chartreuse belly, and then you can see the purple hue is all over the bait. It just shows up on the eye because we have some shading going on there. We have the gizzard shad, just your all-around natural pearl black gizzard shad with a red throat. Had a friend of ours, Mr. Paul Johnson, kind of help me get through writer's block and help me make that color. So thank you again, Paul, if you're watching. Bumblebee, Gerald Swindle's favorite. Showed it earlier, talking about if you're fishing, bluegill spawn, dirty water, that kind of deal. Great option for that. Not many people throw a glide bait when it's dirty because it's dirty, and people think of it as sight fishing bait. But you got that chartreuse, you got that orange, and you got those vertical bars. It's great contrast. Bone Blue Flash, pretty much the same as the Bone Purple, but it has the orange nose on it and the blue hue. To me, I'm colorblind. I don't know if it makes a difference, but for some of you guys, it might make a difference. The Bone Shad, of course, been very popular. It was the classic release color, just a perfect. It's kind of a mix between bone and gizzard. Lot going on, but similar to that. And the Tennessee River Shad we did for the classic, kind of like a green gizzard Tennessee shad color. Did a little purple hue on there. This one does say BMC 26 on the tail. Don't have many of those left. It looks like we have 4 or 5 on the rack there. So, it was a classic release color. So, I'm probably not going to do more of them until the next classic. Then lastly, here's the shift shad. So it's got the pearl with the chartreuse, orange nose, the color shift, purple to green back. Link right there to our video, and then it has all of the details on it, being 7 inches, 2.4 ounces, BKK hook, split rings, 2 extra tails, clear coated, all that good stuff. So we're getting a lot of questions. So let's get back to the main screen here. What's a better knot to use? Nathan asks. When I tie onto these, I normally, like any crankbait, any jerkbait, I am a Palomar knot guy. That being said, that bait's too big to put a Palomar knot, so I think it's just called your normal fisherman's or clinch knot. Uh, I don't want to go through explain, but I think it's the trilene knot or the clinch knot. It's pretty typical. Everyone knows that one. So you can definitely put a Palomar on that, but wrapping the whole bait, I mean, that's just a lot of line you got to use. So thank you, Nathan. Look up I think it's called the clinch knot. I think it's just like the first knot your grandfather teaches you whenever you get into fishing, honestly. So that's what I have on that one. Samantha asks, "Do we do custom colors?" Definitely. Right now, I'm still kind of backed up, about a week to 2 weeks behind on my customer send-in orders. Once I'm finally caught up, definitely can do any color you'd like on it because I'm the one painting them, doing the airbrushing and everything. I have plenty more of those available to paint. Just time's the only thing I'm waiting for right now. So definitely can get you hooked up on that. Sherry says she ordered on the first. When will her ship? They should already be in the mail. I can check on the tracking for you as well. But seeing that you ordered on the first, everything that was ordered recently, I have dropped off at the post office. So let's see. Corey says he got his college team hooked on the glides. Can't wait to chuck them around. Thank you, Corey. If you guys aren't familiar as well, and Corey, you said you're fishing with a college team. All high school, junior, and college anglers are more than welcome to join the Folks Future Anglers program. Free to enter. It doesn't conflict with other sponsors. If you're sponsored by Strike King or Rapala, we're not trying to compete with them. All we're doing is just taking care of the youth, if you will. I'm 28, but I fished high school, I fished college my whole life. Uh, Not my whole life, but for the last 10 years, I've fished high school, college level. So I know, you don't get a whole lot of support from your school or from anyone. So if you sign up on our website, just go to the About Us. All you have to do is enter in your information, address, what team you fish for, that kind of stuff. We're going to send you out a care package. Haven't sent them out yet. Just waiting on. I have like some shirts, kind of like what I'm wearing here, blocked by the chat, but it has my logo on it. And Getting them all made sizes. So all you have to do is sign up on there. We're going to send out a care package to all you guys. Going to have a shirt, going to have a glide bait, going to have a COVID critter, jerk bait, crankbait. Going to have some of our other soft plastic and jig head slash terminal tackle. So if anyone watching knows any high school, college, or junior anglers that would, free to enter, free to join our pro staff. Just my way of giving back to kids fishing because I've been there. I fished, at that level for 8 to 9 years. I know what happens with all of that. So more than happy to take care of the kids and everything. So thank you for bringing that up, Corey. Rich asks, "What's the treble hook size on this bait?" It's the size 1 BKK hook. Everyone really likes BKKs. I've been a big fan of them for a while now. I think I can no longer get one, and BKK get mustad bulk, or for me a lot more affordable than mustad. So kind of helps. I haven't raised any prices forever, honestly, even since pre-COVID. So just trying to always give back to you guys, not trying to charge everyone in that. So size 1 BKK hooks on those. Larry asked what kind of split ring. Same size, same thing. I don't know the exact size of the split ring, but it's a stainless steel BKK split ring on there. And custom bait works, improved clinch. Thank you. I knew it was clinch or improved clinch when you wrap it and then you put it back through and put it back through one more time. So thank you for that. Let's see. I think we're caught up on questions. Any late viewers? We are almost over. So if you're just joining in, we are doing a giveaway for the live viewers tonight. The live viewer here, it's 8:28. We're gonna draw here in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Is gonna get a free big back shad glide, bone shad, and then the winner will also get a flat bill hat, gray or black. As soon as we draw and pick the winner, we'll just ask if you want gray or black. And then they'll also get a couple stickers. This new one we just got in, kind of a funny, dirty sticker. Sorry, Grandma, if you're reading this. So if you guys like this sticker, think it's funny, we can definitely hook you guys up with them. Just was a test, I don't know how crazy we want to get. And then you'll, of course, get your typical folk strip logo. So all you have to do is comment glide to enter the giveaway. Yeah, before it's all over, some just housekeeping things. We did recently put on the website the small jaw crawl. It's available on like a rock crawler, DT4, Rapala OG series, as well as the Volunteer Shad, which is the Tennessee orange color. It's available in some other baits. Those we just put them on the website. I think some of the rock crawlers may have sold out in cherry crawl already, but they're on the website if you're looking, to get that small jaw crawl color. I'll pull one out for you guys here in a rock crawler. I can't wait to get this color up onto Erie. That's why I originally painted this just as a color for me, and then I posted a picture of it, and you guys really liked it, so we turned it into a production color. So it's kind of the green pumpkiny, got the green back, but it's got the chartreuse tail, and it's got that pink, bubblegum pink belly with some purple hue, and then it's got the purple nose to match the purple eyes. So it's got all the right small mouth colors on it, being the natural, green pumpkin, but having a little bit of bright flash. And then I'll pull out one of the volunteer shads just so you guys can see what we're talking about. Here's volunteer shad. Sorry, the camera just flipped around, so just throw me for a loop today. It's got the bright orange, some scales, pearl, the T on there. Uh, really cool color. This was a classic release color, being in Knoxville, but we sold out on like halfway through the second day, so everyone's been wanting a restock of these, so they are available on the website. And lastly, new to the website as well is we have some hats, like the one I'm wearing, the flat bill we're giving away, have some trucker style, and then some baseball hats, all with the different Folks logos on them. Have some new shirts. Shirts are available large to 2X. I have some 3Xs on the way. This one here is just on the front. It's a green with the Folks Custom Cranks logo. And on the back, we got a funny little saying. So, just a funny saying. I grew up, loved the Bass Pro shirts that they used to do with the funny sayings on the back. That's kind of just the inspiration for that. And we also, because spring's definitely still here, it's not summer up by us by any means. We did have a little fake summer for a second. Is some hoodies. This one's actually a black camo. It's not just straight black. Yeah, there you go. You can see it. This one's got the folk strip. Was wearing my camo, my other just normal camo one, which I think I may have sold out on. I just have the black camo. Do have some snow camo coming in. So some hoodies available. I do have 3X available on these. I don't have large, just XL through 3XL. My thinking is usually if you're wearing a hoodie, you want it to be big anyways because you don't want it to be super tight. So website's updated with some new clothes, shirts, hats, hoodies. Hopefully, we'll have more COVID critters in soon. Hoping it doesn't seem like it'll be early next week. If they do come in, it'll be mid to late next week, unfortunately. I'll keep you guys posted on everything when it comes to that. Small jaw crawl, Tennessee. We just did meet the giveaway winner for the signed Rapala Giant DT. So we gave the bait to him. He loved it. He posted a picture of it with his collection. So love seeing that. Thank you guys again for everything. We did at Red Crest and all that good stuff. So if we don't have any other questions, we will go ahead and get it wrapped up here and do a giveaway winner. So if anyone wants to get a last minute entry in, go ahead because I hear the drawing ticket getting put together, and yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything we wanted to in today's video. Any last minute questions if you guys have any? If you're just joining late, we will post this video to our YouTube. It'll be the full, however long we went on for here, 40 some minutes. All of them are available on our YouTube. That links on all of our social medias and stuff. We're trying to, build up our YouTube following just to do weekly videos like this live stream and then do some videos in between talking about baits, unboxings, all that kind of stuff. So if you guys like seeing that, I really appreciate it. So Connor wants me to cover the high school thing again, which absolutely can. So if you're a junior, which I think is like middle school age, if you're a junior, a high school, or a college angler, fish individually or for a team, doesn't matter. You go to actually, let me see. I'll do it in a second. You go to our website, folkscustomcranks.com, and you go to About Us, and on the About Us tab, you're going to see it say Folks Future Anglers Program. All you have to do is put in some basic information. address, name, phone number, who you fish for, that kind of deal. And that's it. You don't have to like send in and your application, or you don't have to send in your resume or whatever. We just need you to fill out some, just a standard survey kind of deal, and you'll be part of the Fulks Future Anglers team. So it doesn't matter, we're not trying to conflict with a Strike King or another hard bait sponsor. So, if you're already a sponsor by another hard bait company, no big deal as long as they're okay with it, which we try not to step on anyone's toes. Uh, We'd love to have you here. I'm hoping in 2 weeks, give or take, we are going to get our care packages sent out. Everyone who signs up in this program is going to get a shirt. We'll message you for your shirt size. They're going to get a glide bait, this glide bait here. They're going to get a COVID critter. They're going to get the accessory like hooks for the COVID critter. You're going to get a jerk bait, a crank bait. You're going to get my little live my FFS minnow that we have, just a whole box of goodies. So we want to take care of, the kids fishing. I'm 28. I fished high school, fished college till I was whatever age I graduated college. So I know how it is. I know what it's like being in your guys' shoes. So if you know any, if you're watching this and want to, join, if you're a high school, college angler, great. But if you guys watching know of any high school, college anglers, feel free to share it around. It's not like we're setting a cap or a limit to this. I think we have 40 or so people that join. So as long as like 10,000 people don't join, we'll be okay. So yeah, just share it around. Say, hey, I know this high school team. We'll get them hooked up, and yeah, you just got to shoot them over to our website. So let me try right before we do the giveaway. I know I said we're going to do it. I'm going to share my screen again, show you that on our website, just so you know where we're talking about. So you go to About Us right here in the Folks Future Anglers program. Here just kind of talks about my backstory, kind of what I already said, and you just first name, last name, email, phone number, high school, college, what school do you fish for, social medias, and your address. So we're not asking for anything crazy, I feel like. Just once your basic information, that way we can box shipped out to you. And yeah, thank you, Chris. Just commented some join. That's what we're here to do. Like I said, if you guys know anyone with high school, college team, they can sign up individually or as a whole team. We'll get them taken care of. Just fill out that form, and we'll go from there. So, with that all being said, we will go ahead and do the drawing now for the Oh, okay. Let's see. Paul says Paul Johnson. He could use 3 each of the small jaw crawls. We'll get you taken care of, Paul. So I'll message you here in a little bit when I get back home, and I'll be in the paint shop tonight. So we'll get you taken care of, Paul. Daryl, we love having you and your son on our team. Me and my dad, I grew up fishing with my dad. We love your boat as well, being the Intimidator. So yeah, we love having you guys with us. Me and my dad went fishing today, so that's me and my dad, my fishing partner. So it's awesome to see, you guys are doing the same thing. So here's all the entries for everyone who commented. Glide. There's all the entries in there. So we're gonna shake her up one more time. We'll look away and pull winner here. Looks like Jeremy Fletcher. Jeremy Fletcher, if you're still watching, please comment whether you'd like a black or a gray hat. Same logo on each. I know I keep getting messed up with the positioning of this. Black or gray, and then you're also going to get the Big Back Shag Glide along with some other stickers. So, congrats to Jeremy Fletcher. We will contact you. Whatever social media that you commented on, we will contact you through and get your address and see if you comment here in a second. April asked, do we sponsor schools or individuals? Both. We can sponsor a whole team. We'll get a care package sent to each member of the team. Or, when I fished high school, I was between me and my partner. We were the only ones fishing. We're more than happy to hook those, the individuals up as well. So doesn't matter. All they have to do is just go to our site and sign up. And then you can just note if you're fishing, when I sign up a team, and then we'll email you and go from there. So. I think that's everything. So, like I said, Jeremy Fletcher. Oh, it looks like he just commented. He's getting a black cat. So, thank you, Jeremy. we will message you and get your shipping address, and we'll get this dropped off in the mail. So, thank you guys for watching tonight's glide bait episode. If you have any other questions after the fact, always reach out to me on social media, whatever it takes to get a hold of me. I'm always available. I'm a night owl. I'll be painting until 2 in the morning tonight. So, thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you next week. Probably be Thursday again, and we'll go from there. So, thanks everyone.